We had a crazy night. It actually wasn't too crazy, but it was kind of cold. We found some on-street parking here in Calistoga and spent the night. Really quiet, but we went to turn our heater on last night, the Webasto heater, and it just would not turn on. Made some phone calls this morning. We called George, we called Webasto, and we got instructions on how to reset the unit. There was no error code given, so we're gonna try resetting the whole thing, but that involves getting to the wire and pulling the fuse, and Dave's had to yoga himself inside here.
Oh, hi guys.
Good morning. It's an adventure.
Where is the switch?
Tight quarters back here. Now Dave's under the fridge. We may have to pull the bed up to find what we need.
Yeah.
Found it. Webasto.
Can I get to it?
Yes.
Okay.
These guys right here.
All right, I see where you're at there. So
Okay.
you can come in, and then when I'm ready to pull it, you can turn that
Yep.
controller on.
Yep. Okay.
Good job, hon.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of wires and things back here, but it's all really clean. Like, everything is labeled. You just have to find the right thing. Okay, now to get out. You see it? Are you too tiny or too big?
Oh, these right here?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
Yeah, 1 amp fuse and a 20 amp fuse.
okay. So we need the 20 amp fuse, but there's
I'm just...
okay. So order to business here. Turn on controller. Within 10 seconds, pull the fuse. Count to 30. Turn off controller. Put fuse back in. You ready? Don't do it yet.
Ready.
Heat mode is on.
Okay.
Fuse out.
Fuse is out.
Okay. Now we count to 30. I turn off the controller first.
Okay.
It is off. Fuse back in.
Yeah. Okay.
Now should we try it?
Yep.
Trying it. Okay, not working. Time for another phone call. What are you laughing about? Okay, we discovered we did the reset.
Sometimes my life is like these super lows to super highs. I was like in 10 seconds, like, oh, the reset didn't work. Like, oh, we're gonna have to drive to the north into Reno or Sparks, Nevada, where it's even colder with no heater to find someone that can work on this. And
but we called again, and there was one little step we missed.
I don't think the first guy said wait 30 seconds after
you turn it off
to put the fuse back in. So we did a reset again.
And we have air blowing.
Glorious heat. Well, I'd like to celebrate. We're in Napa, but I suppose 9:15 is a bit early, hon.
Oh my gosh. I wonder, I guess it just happens sometimes, right? Electronical things.
That's right, electronical things. Like you said, electronical things happen. So, oh my gosh.
We're just happy to have
I was
you.
just calculating the 7-hour drive to Sparks, Nevada.
We have heat. Whoop, whoop.
I'm gonna leave all the doors open, just let that heater blow.
Yeah, we should let it blow a while.
Oh my, that is tight, cramped quarters back there, George. Oh.
But you know what? It was effective. We saw the wires. Once we figured out where they were, everything was labeled, easy to access, actually.
When you put everything that we want into a tiny little band space,
absolutely,
there's no way to do it any other way. It's going to be cramped quarters, otherwise you're just going to have a bunch of wasted space that you can't use. So
yeah, for the one time a year we might have to access that area.
Just a young limberman's life, I think. Otherwise you just have you're paying someone to do anything that happens. Oh my gosh.
Relief. Okay.
That is the most That clicking sound is the best sound I've heard in weeks. Just tick, 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 tick.
Oh, I got a message, George. Tell him we got up and running again.
Thanks, George.
Thank you. All's well that ends well. Sometimes you just got to be kept on your toes to know that you're still capable of doing things.
Yeah. The funny thing is, it's been really cold at night. It's been chilly during the day, but at night it's been in the, upper 30s.
Yeah.
So we couldn't get the heater working last night. We were both doing online searches trying to find a fix, a simple fix. There was some stuff about, there's so many different models. And you Google Webasto and it's like, oh my gosh.
Well, in the troubleshooting section too, they always talk about error codes, but ours was not giving us an error code, so we had nothing to go by.
And that's what, I got to mention the Webasto 800 number for their tech support, top notch.
So
we called them twice and they were super helpful.
It's my phone. It's probably a telemarketer. Yep.
Someone from the United States is calling.
Yeah.
So the Webasto tech guys were top notch. We called and talked to 2 different people and they were so helpful. In fact, the first one was like, he couldn't figure out why there was no error codes. So he said it must just need like a factory reset and maybe just clear it all out. And and so we did it, and it's just a little step process, and which we need to talk about probably.
Yeah, because we missed a step.
Yeah, so we missed a step. So we didn't work. So we called back and talked to a different guy, and we got it right.
Yeah.
And what a glorious sound, that tick, 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 the fuel pump.
Yeah.
So, so basically, you need to know where the fuse is, and there's basically, typically, I think 2 fuses. There's a 15 or 20 amp, which is the main fuse, and then like a 1 amp, which is just for the thermostat. Just for the thermostat. That doesn't matter for this, but to do the factory reset, what they explained for us was I had to get back where you saw me to where the fuse is, and then Irene had to be at the controller. So I had to have the controller off for at least 3 minutes, and then set the thermostat to where it's on, and then within 10 seconds I had to pull that 15 amp fuse out, wait 20-30 seconds, and she turned
the thermostat off.
Right, so then the thermostat is off.
Wait another 30 seconds.
Wait another 30 seconds, which we didn't do the first time.
Right.
Wait 30 seconds, then put the fuse back in.
Then turn it back on.
And then we turn it back on, and lo and behold, it worked. I don't know why it happens.
It's one of those things, it's the equivalent of turning it off and turning it back on again, basically.
Remember Control-Alt-Delete on your computer?
Yeah, it's probably a lot like that. One thing I want to mention though, we thought it was going to be so cold in here last night. So when we went to bed, we bundled, I had 2 shirts, I had a long sleeve cold gear shirt, and I had a t-shirt on over that, and I had pants, I had wool socks. We put every coat we had on the bed. We unzipped Pistol's new sleeping bag, put that over top, all the extra blankets, everything on top.
But because we know this one's insulated better, but our previous van was your typical commercial van. It's not insulated for full-time use. And I mean, if it was in the 30s, it was like the heater ran nonstop. And so we have our thermostat set to usually about 64.
Yeah.
And it just kicks on once or twice at night and heats it up and it stays fine. But I thought, boy, if it doesn't kick off at all, and the forecast was for mid-30s last night, so I'm thinking 35 degrees. If it doesn't run all night, it's going to be 35, 40 in the van. So we bundled up. I had my sweatpants on, and actually this shirt.
Sweatpants work because we were sweating. I
woke up like at 1 in the morning, like, ah!
Stripping everything off, throwing the socks across there. Oh my gosh, it was so hot. So when you got up?
I got up this morning at like 7:30. The temperature in the van, the temperature outside was 38 degrees, and the temperature in the van was 59.
That's phenomenal.
So we're pretty stoked about that. So
yeah.
But yeah, if it had been, any other commercial uninsulated van, that would have been a very rough night.
Yeah, we've done it before.
I gotta say,
we know.
This thing between us probably kept this the warmest.
She is the best hot water bottle. Yeah. She is.
She didn't mind getting to climb in between the...
Lots of cuddles.
Yeah, everybody loves me tonight. Mom
Really
wants
funny.
me. Dad wants me. They're fighting over me. But anyway, I thought we should just throw up this video. So if any of you have a Webasto and you have this issue,
Maybe it's an easy fix like it was for us. I'm
try
hopeful.
a factory reset.
Yeah.
I need a factory reset.
Yeah. All right. Let's mosey on down the road.
Let's head to Napa. We got some friends to go see.
See you down there.
Bye.
Carry on.
Carry on.